Hi there, Lloyd Machedo. Speaking to you from lloydmachedo.com. Who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding? The date is 6th August 2018. Time right now is 6:42 in the evening. I got this question from one of the members in my WhatsApp group, and he asked me, what is mentoring? Now, the thing is, I've already answered this question, what is mentoring? So you can just check Lloyd Machedo mentoring. But I'll not only answer what is mentoring in a nutshell, I'll also tell you what is not mentoring, because many people get confused with this term mentoring. Now, what mentoring is not. Mentoring is not subscribing to a video program. Mentoring is not reading a PDF. Mentoring is not reading a book. Mentoring is not watching 10 videos. Mentoring is not, let's say, for example, you have Grant Cardone or Dan Locke or Thai Lopez. You just subscribe to their monthly program where they give you videos like this. That is not mentoring. That is just you listening to a person's views, opinions, and you trying to gain some inspiration or some guidance or some motivation. That's all it is. Because it's not a certification program. It is not specialization. Like, for example, let's say Dan Locke, Grant Cardone, or Gordon, what is his name? The Wolf of Wall Street. Okay, I can't get his name. I'll just give you his name right now. Wolf of Wall Street. I keep getting confused with his name. Jordan Belfort. Okay, Jordan Belfort. They'll give you techniques. Okay, have a hard sell, transfer your emotion to them, convince them to buy, have a passion, have a focus, be disciplined. That is not mentoring. That is just him sharing his experience, his views, or what he has read from other books to you. Mentoring is when you have a one-to-one relationship with the person, where the person takes a great deal of interest in you to understand who you are, where you come from, your background, understand your strengths and weaknesses, and then take you with a step-by-step process from where you are to where you want to reach. Okay? It's more like, kind of holding your hand and taking you through the journey, whereby the experience of the mentor, the expertise of the mentor, the maturity of the mentor is used so that you don't make those mistakes. For example, when I mentor people, it's more like, let's say, I'm training someone in terms of personal branding. The person is earning, let's say, $5,000 a month. He or she wants to earn $8,000 or $10,000. Now, obviously, I need to evaluate the person. Understand, can the person do it, or is the person just shooting up in the air? Does the person have skill? Does the person have drive? Does the person have the emotional or intellectual maturity? And through the process of, let's say, a year, because my mentoring program is always a year, it is never 1 week or 1 month. That is not mentoring. Mentoring is always a long, drawn-out process, which is very intense. By the time 1 year is over, where you get to know each other, you can clearly make out whether this person can or cannot achieve. You would have customized the program to the person, told the person what to do, what not to do. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss, and eventually help the person achieve the goal. It can be something small as getting a good job in a good company, or it can be something big as to getting a leadership position or starting your own business online. So it's a step-by-step process. Now, there are two kinds of mentors. Some people prefer to do it for free. Like, I had mentors who did it for free. My mentor was almost 16 years. Colonel Mohammad Murad, who was, he is the CEO of Tansik and Fasatin, which are fashion brands. He was the ex-head of the Dubai Police ambulance section. Very accomplished Toastmaster, global brand. So he gave me the honor of being his student for 16 years. Then I had Gabriel D'Souza, who was the managing director of Quick Electric, Industrial Company Limited. he started off as an ordinary technician and became the managing director of a very successful brand that he created, where the turnover was almost like 11 million US dollars annually. So I worked with him very closely for 6 years. So those two were my mentors. I also had mentors where triathlon coaching and running long distance was concerned, like Jacques Sophie, where I paid him money. I paid him money professionally, and we would meet like 3 or 4 times a week for, roughly 3 to 4 hours of training. So it was a very intense, a very intimate, a very close process. So that is mentoring. Now, mentoring is not when you register online and this person sends you videos or articles or sends you a book, or it's like a classroom setting. Person is sitting and talking to, 500 people or 30 people, or having, let's say, a webinar where there are, 6,000 people from around the world. That is not mentoring. That is just attending a class or a talk, and that is not going to make much difference. Just as if you read a book on business will not qualify you as a businessman. Reading a book on karate will not make you, a professional karate artist or, MMA fighter. In the same way, listening to these talks is just information. It's like you logging onto YouTube, listening to it. So I hope you understand what is mentoring. And keep in mind, just as someone who wants to be a doctor would go through 5 to 10 years of not only theory, but practical experience with your hands, where the person would watch this person cutting a cadaver, opening up the organs and guide the person, cut here, cut there, stitch here, do this. So that is what mentoring is all about. So I hope this makes sense to you, what is mentoring and what is not mentoring. Please do not mistake or fool yourself by saying, Donald Trump is my mentor because I read his books, I subscribe to his online course, and I have his material. No, he is not your mentor. Stop fooling yourself. Okay? And these, today mentoring, the problem is anything that works, people try to exploit it and make a business out of it. You'll have thousands and millions of people claiming to be mentors and selling aggressively online. You can't help it. Just as people sell on Amazon, people sell on eBay, Shopify, and anything and everything. People try to sell to make money. This has also become a business, and that is where it has lost its essence. So if you want to choose a good mentor, check the person's articles, check the person's videos, check the person's contributions that are online. Book one session of 1 hour. See how things work out, then book a couple of other sessions, see how things work out, and then finally agree for a package. So that's what I do on my website, Think Personal Branding. Think Personal Branding, I mentioned my services. If someone wants to just chat with me, someone wants to just have an email service, or wants to have a video session, they go step by step, and eventually then they decide, okay, I want a 1-year coaching program with you. And people realize, because you need to understand there are different styles. This is more like a marriage. There are some coaches who are very childlike. Oh, you are special. You have what it takes. Come on, you can do it. They baby them. There are some others who tell them, you can do it, and you are this, and, highly motivational. And then there are people like me who tell you, just stop fucking around, man. This is shit. So there are different styles of coaching. So see what works best. And then that is where you come to know what is mentoring. But remember this, mentoring is a very measurable, it's a very measurable service whereby the time is measured, the results are measured, and the progress is measured. If, however, you don't have a measurable tangent, then what is left is the feeling of satisfaction, which is a pretty variable substance because, you can feel good, then you can feel bad. So it all, depends on the person. So I hope this makes you understand what is mentoring and what is not mentoring. I hope you got a very clear idea. So like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Put your comments down below. And yes, if you need my service, go to thinkpersonalbranding.com. Thank you very much. This is me saying goodbye for now. Take care.